Floyd Mayweather is an amazing fighter. After every fight, the word comes up, who will Floyd fight next? In today's show, I'm going to talk about some possible opponents for the great Floyd Mayweather. To beat Floyd Mayweather, a boxer needs four qualities. The boxer needs to be fast because Floyd Mayweather is quick. And I don't mean just fast your hands, you got to be fast on your feet because Floyd does have a tendency to run. And you know what? That boxer has to be able to be quick on his feet to catch him. Boxer needs to have great boxing skills, but Floyd is a very smart fighter. He'll find a way to beat you. He will dissect you. He'll make you look stupid. A boxer has to be well poised and just can't get flustered and just got to stay with his game. A boxer to beat Floyd, a boxer also needs stamina because Floyd is in such amazing shape. He could fight 12 rounds. To be honest, in the old days when they fought 15, Floyd would do well at 15, man. That guy has amazing stamina. And finally, to beat Floyd, a boxer has to have power. For example, suppose a boxer didn't have much stamina or wasn't that quick. He needs to have power. Simply because when Floyd fights, most likely he's going to win every round. But with power, a boxer will have a chance to score a knockout. In today's show, I'm going to mention 5 opponents who I think will give Floyd a great fight. And then I'm going to close the show out with 3 dark horse candidates. You guys will be shocked on the 3 dark horse candidates I'm going to give. And all the 3 of them are in a higher division. But you got to check out today's show to find out. I have 5 boxers who I think should fight Floyd. I'm going to rank them in order. Number 5, Adrien Bonner. That would be a great fight. Adrien Bonner is very quick. He rolls his shoulders like Floyd. Very good defensive style. Young up-and-coming boxer. He needs experience to get to the level of Floyd. But man, that guy's on track. He can actually be Floyd's heir apparent. But unfortunately, Bonner is a great friend of Floyd. Floyd is sort of like his mentor. And that fight may not happen. But of course, if the money's right, they can make it happen. I think at this time, they need to build up Bonner. What they need to do is have him fight on the undercard of Floyd Mayweather, all his fights, just to build his name up. And one thing that needs to be done, Bonner is with Golden Boy. There's a chance for that to happen, he probably need to leave Golden Boy and go Floyd Mayweather's productions. Or if Golden Boy could make an arrangement where they build up Bonner and have him fight on the undercard of Floyd. Because someday Floyd is going to retire. And boxing will need an heir apparent. And this would be a great way to promote Bonner. Number 4 on my list, believe it or not, is Manny Paquioa. Though he lost 2 fights in a row, I think Manny Pacquiao is a candidate and a possible future opponent for Floyd. I mean, though, if he fought Floyd today, that fight will not have the same luster that it did 2 years ago, but it will still be a compelling fight with the right marketing because of one reason I mentioned earlier. Manny Pacquiao has power. If he were to fight Floyd, believe me, Manny will get up for the fight and he would train hard. And most likely if he fought Floyd would probably win mostly every round. But see, Manny has power. With that power, Manny could just find a way to win the fight. That's why I think that would be a good fight. And believe me, they can make this fight happen. It's a matter of both sides coming to an agreement. At this point, Manny cannot ask for the money that he asked for 2 years ago, but it would still be a great fight, and both guys could walk away making a lot. Number 3 on my list, Amir Khan. Amir Khan lost some fights recently too. He lost to Lamont Peterson and to Danny Garcia. His background and recent losses are questionable, but Amir Khan is a great, skillful boxer. Most importantly, he is famous in Europe and in the UK. If he fought Floyd, that would definitely be a big draw, a big international event. And Floyd does have aspirations in fighting in England for at least one fight. And this would be the perfect fight to do it. Whoa, Floyd Mayweather versus Amir Khan. And one important point that I forgot to emphasize, Amir Khan is a great boxer, great skills. If he doesn't over pursue, And he may have a good chance against Floyd. And like I said, with that skill, he has a chance. And most importantly, Floyd's not very powerful. And the fight against Floyd, Khan doesn't need to be worried about being knocked out, which this may be in his favor against Floyd. Now, if Khan were to fight Pacquiao, that'd be kind of risky because Pacquiao can knock out Khan, and we see Khan doesn't have a chin. But that wouldn't be the case against Floyd. Number 2 on my list, Timothy Bradley. Timothy Bradley, I think, will give Floyd a run for his money. Not in terms of power, not in terms of aggression, just that he has great boxing skill. Floyd Mayweather has a tendency to defeat boxers and embarrass boxers who are over-aggressive. Bradley is not over-aggressive at all. He's very skillful. He's a counter-puncher, and Floyd Mayweather is a counter-puncher. Because of that, if those two were to fight, the fight would be kind of boring for the casual fan because they both be just standing there looking at each other, setting each other up, counter-punching. But Bradley would give Floyd problems because of that. And also, like I mentioned early in the show, to beat Floyd, a boxer needs great boxing skill, and Bradley has just that. Many of you don't think much of Bradley because you probably saw him in the fight against Pacquiao where he just got like this beat down and won on a controversial decision. See, boxing is all about matchup. Against Pacquiao, Bradley looked bad because Pacquiao just had so much power and he was really aggressive. But against Floyd, Bradley wouldn't have that problem because it'd be more like a fight which involves two skillful boxers going at it. Floyd would win a close fight, but that would be a very compelling fight. Now, my number 1 contender for Floyd Mayweather is this guy by the name of Danny Garcia. Danny Garcia is on a roll. This guy, his career so far is amazing. He's a very young guy. His record is 27-0, and he recently won fights with some famous boxers. Recently beat a guy named Lucas Matisse, who's probably the hardest hitter in the welterweight division. He beat Zab Judah. He knocked out Eric Morales. He knocked out Amir Khan. And I forgot to mention, he beat Eric Morales twice, actually. This guy has a great resume of beating former champions. This guy, Garcia, would be a great match for Floyd. He's also very young. He's 25. But unfortunately, in terms of money, it won't be that big of a draw because Garcia is still, developing. He's still building a name. But in terms of ability in recent fights, Garcia has proven that he could hang with Floyd Mayweather. And like Bradley, Garcia and Floyd would be kind of a boring fight because Garcia likes to clinch. There are points where he's not very aggressive also. But see, like how I mentioned, boxers who are not very aggressive would be actually a great tough opponent for Floyd Mayweather. Now it's time for me to go on a quick break, and when I return, I'm going to come up with a couple names that's going to shock you as possible opponents. You guys are going to go, whoa, this is crazy. It's almost like a suicide matches I want to come up with because they're very risky, but you guys will get a kick out of some of these names I'm going to come up with.
Yeah, this is another story about dogs. For the dog that don't pee on trees is a bitch. So says Snoop Dogg. So get your pooper scooper cause the niggas talking shit.
I'm sipping on Tanqueray with my mind on my money and my mouth full of ganja. R-A-T to the motherfucking E. Back with my nigga S-N-double-O-P.
Yeah, and you don't stop.
Raging the fact that you've begun to rock.
I said yeah, and you don't quit.
Hey yo, rage with your best, drop some gangsta shit.
I rock and stuff with my afro bust. Handcuffed as I bust, about to tear shit up. Oh, what did you think I did never think I
Welcome back, listeners. In this segment, I'm going to come up with some candidates you didn't expect. These guys are actually in a higher division than where Floyd's at, because I think Floyd needs to do what Sugar Ray Leonard did, what Duran did, what De La Hoya did. They moved up in weight to find worthy opponents. And sometimes in boxing that's required. Not only does it give the boxer more challenge, it also builds a name for them. It just builds credibility. I mean, imagine where Duran would be, or Leonard would be, or De La Hoya would be if they never moved up in weight. Sometimes you got to do it. Now, after Floyd beats all these people in his division, he might as well move up. I mean, I have some great candidates for you. And also, these fights are very risky because these are bigger and more powerful opponents. In Floyd's fight against Alvarez was much bigger, and Floyd proved that he can handle a bigger and heavier fighter. Because Floyd is just so fast, I mean, it doesn't really matter. He can get away from these big, stronger guys. But to move up in middleweight or catch weight, it'll be a challenge because these guys are going to have power that Floyd never experienced. But let me give you some names. The first name on my list, Sergio Martinez. Now, this fight could really happen because naturally, he could lose the right amount of weight to meet Floyd at middleweight or at catch weight. And Martinez has actually called out Floyd several times in the last couple of years. Now, that would be a great fight because I mentioned earlier, to fight Floyd, you need quickness, you need great boxing skill, and power and stamina. Martinez has all of those elements. And like Floyd, he's also a counter puncher, but he knows when to be aggressive. And unlike Floyd, this guy does have some power. Martinez would be a very tough opponent for Floyd. Very risky fight. That's probably one reason why that fight never happened, because Floyd's management, they're not dumb either. They know, I mean, Martinez would be a risky fight. But Martinez is so ready to fight Floyd. I think he'd take it for any amount. And it'd be great for Martinez's career because that would definitely make a name for him. I mean, a bigger name for him. Another good fighter for Floyd. This will be a big, huge money fight. Check this out. Julio Caesar Chavez Jr. That's right, Chavez Jr. Though Chavez Jr. is kind of moving towards the light heavyweight category, he could definitely lose weight and fight Floyd at catchweight also. Imagine the headlines. Chavez Jr. versus Floyd. Now, that would be a huge fight. Chavez Jr. at points could be over-aggressive, which plays into Floyd's hands, but he'd be a much bigger and stronger opponent than Floyd. He would have the power that Floyd never faced, and that'd be a very risky fight. But in terms of marketability, that would be a huge fight. Now, a third opponent, now this one's very risky. His name is Gennady Golovin. This guy's from Russia. He has a record of 28-0. I mean, this guy is amazing. He has a very unique record. I mean, very powerful. When I mean record, he has the record in boxing. He has the highest knockout percentage in boxing history for middleweights. I mean, he has the highest knockout percentage. 98% of his fights were decided by knockout. I mean, that's amazing. And among active fighters, he also has the highest percentage of knockouts for champions. I mean, this guy is a beast. He may not have the speed and boxing skills, but he definitely has the power to knock out Floyd. Like, suppose, say, if Floyd was winning every round, this guy can knock out Floyd any time during the fight. Now, that'd be a risky fight. But unfortunately, it's not even on the radar because Gennady Golovin is not very popular. It wouldn't be a big money fight. And also, it'd be a very risky fight. But, hey, the idea of it sounds good. That'd be a very great fight. Now, my fourth and final dark horse, you guys are going to laugh at this one. This is crazy. I mean, it's out there, but you know what? It'd be a very interesting fight, and it will sell tickets. Here we go. I need a drum roll for this one. My fourth and final dark horse fight. How about Floyd Mayweather versus Bernard Hopkins? That'd be crazy. It'd be kind of tough for Hopkins to make weight. A catch weight would be kind of hard because it's been many years since Hopkins fought at that weight. But Hopkins, I mean, he's such great